Hey, this is Jeremy, and it's time to talk about The Order. Okay, I had heard very good things about this movie. I couldn't wait to check it out. I think, like Clint Eastwood's Juror Number 2 from a few weeks ago, it's kind of a callback to like 90s thrillers. They don't really make them like this anymore, but apparently they do because The Order exists and it's great. It's based on a true story from the early 80s. It's about a series of crimes in the Pacific Northwest by a group of white supremacists who are ultimately trying to overthrow the US government. I know it sounds both unbelievable and also very current, but it's based on a true story, so there you have it. The film is directed by Justin Kurzel, who I'd never heard of, but he directed the 2015 Michael Fassbender and Marion Cotillard Macbeth adaptation, which I haven't seen, but I know is a real movie that exists. The Order stars Jude Law and Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult is having quite a year with this and Nosferatu and Juror Number 2. Quite a moment. He's very good in this, very believable. You get how the character could get all these people to follow him and his crazy plan. But at the same time, I feel like for a character like this, he's playing the bad guy, obviously. I would have maybe hired someone who looked a bit more menacing. Nicholas is just so pretty, it's hard to kind of be afraid of him. Those like piercing blue eyes. But again, you kind of need him to be kind of relatable and for people to follow him. So I guess he couldn't look that crazy. I don't know what the real person looked like, so maybe he was also really cute. And speaking of hiring different people, Jude Law is probably the last person I would have thought of to play like a washed out FBI agent. But Jesus Christ, he is amazing in this. Like, wow, like one of the best performances of the year for sure. The mustache is doing a lot of work for him, but I haven't seen him this good in years. And actually, I can't even think of the last Jude Law movie I saw. So maybe he's just not doing the type of work that I see. But in any case, he is reason enough to see the movie, even if the movie wasn't that great, but it is. Everyone else, the supporting characters, are all very good. Jurnee Smollett is playing another FBI agent, and she's giving a great performance, but I found that like her look, given that this movie takes place in the early 80s, felt a bit like too contemporary. Like every time she shows up, I was like, ma'am, where did you park the time machine? You are from 2024. Maybe they should have given her like bangs or like a perm or something. But again, I don't know what the real woman looked like, so maybe she looked exactly like this. Who knows? And this is not an issue. Like I'm just nitpicking. The story is told pretty conventionally. Like we follow both the good guys and the bad guys, so there's no surprises about like who's doing what. It's all about the chase and the final confrontation. And that's the only thing I didn't like. Well, not that I didn't like it. Like it's the only thing that was a bit disappointing. I know we're dealing with a true story, so you got to stick to the facts and the way that it actually went down. But the final confrontation and the ending of the film was a bit anticlimactic for me. I mean, it's big and it works, but I kind of wanted something a bit more confrontational. I don't want to say too much, but the way that it happens, it's just like, oh, okay. I mean, it's shocking in a way, but it's not so emotionally fulfilling in terms of the both main characters' journey. Awards-wise, no one's talking about this film, so I don't even know when it's coming out, actually. I kind of saw this accidentally, like illegally. But if it was up to me, Jude Law would definitely be in the conversation for Best Actor. He is really that good here. The score is also like really popping. Like I love what they were doing. It was really kind of original and fun. So I have no idea when this movie is coming out in America. It came out like last week in the UK, but I don't know when it's coming out here. But when and if you find it, you should definitely watch it because it is amazing. 4 stars for me on Letterboxd. It is a breath of nostalgic fresh air. See ya.
Someone has to fire the first shot.
Open the safe now!